Hey, what's up guys? I'm doing the Mecha Phantom Beast deck profile for you guys. So, before I get started with that, I wanted to actually show you something cool that I picked up. Um, so for anybody that doesn't know, I'm just a collector of this game, Bakugan. Um, but I found a diamond pack that's extremely rare. So, to give you guys an example of the price that they go for, I picked that up for $20, and they usually sell for triple the price, or at least that's what people are selling them for. So they go for 40, 60. Some go for $80, $100. The one that I want sells for 120, but I'm not spending 120 on one character, so. But yeah, that's just to give you guys a example of how much they actually go for. So yeah, but it's not something that I want to add to your channel. It's just a collector thing that I do. So, but yeah, that's something cool that I had picked up over the weekend. So yeah, so now for the deck profile, which you guys are here for. So, 3 Mega Raptor, he's fixed your searcher, so you trigger your token, add 1 Mecha Phantom Beast monster from your deck to your hand, so pretty simple. And all the Mecha Phantom Beast has a clause where if you control a token, doesn't matter if it's Scapegoat, Gores, doesn't matter, they cannot be destroyed by a battle or by card effect. So, which means that you have to get rid of the token first before you can actually kill it. So, yeah. And then 3 Tether Wolf. So whenever he's not on, you special a token. So, yeah. And then during damage up, when this card battles an opponent's monster, quick effect, you can trigger the token and this card gains 800 attack. So, pretty good there. And then Ryan. You discard 1 card, special out a token, which that's not once per turn either, so you can just empty out your whole hand if you need to. So yeah, or you can discard like dead cards, like if you have a dead card in mind that you don't need, you can discard that, or duality, something like that. So yeah, really quite useful. And then 3 Bear Statue of the Storm Winds. So use everything's win, at least for main deck purposes. This card's really good. So it locks out my opponent and they can't really do much. So yeah. So that's basically for the monsters. I know it's a short monster count, but I mean for what we're trying to do with getting cards to monsters to our hand and everything else, it's really quite good. So. And the 3 card demise. I know that was kind of risky to put it in here, but if you know someone and you draw into like spells and traps, then it's not too bad. But if you're drawing into other monsters, then it kind of sucks. So it's kind of half and half. So Monster Warren, I mean, it's just good card. So yeah. And then Pagliari. Just to get you to what you need, like your Moon Mirror or, pretty much anything else, so, yeah. And then, Book Moon. You could put in a 3rd Moon Mirror over Book Moon if you want to. That's also a option, so, yeah. 2 Call by the Grave, because Ash can really hurt this deck in Ogre, so yeah, that's a threat. 2 Tone Twister. Also, just really quite good. Just help get Rebecca or Mystic Mine or anything. So yeah. And then 2 Mirror. You mainly want to put it on the Bear Statue if you get it, but also a Mecha Phantom Beast helps too. So yeah. 2 Turtle. This card's kind of okay in the deck. You can play it but I'd suggest taking it out for like maybe bottom shuffle, maybe something a little more useful. So, but the idea behind this was to Nos on this, get the token, and then if your opponent, sometimes I'm not sure, tries to overextend, then you can just torrential, and then you still keep your monster because of the token, and then your whole punch board will be wiped. So that was kind of the idea, but didn't really see too much play. But yeah, Lost Win, just absolutely is a good card. Be able to cut down a special monster's effects, meaning negate and then cut their attack down, is really quite amazing. So yeah, Crackdown, be able to take anything is nice. So yeah, and 3 are recharge. So once returning special out a Mecha Phantom Beast token. So this works well with our Mega Raptor, because once a token is made, then he makes a token. So you pretty much get 2 tokens for pretty much free. So, and then you return your Mecha Phantom Beast or send this card to the grave. So, or Mecha Phantom Beast monster or token. So yeah. So I more send it to the grave because I want to keep my monsters on the field. Now back when this deck was pretty good, you know, yeah, I might send, you know, a token or something, but since the tokens are more valuable today in terms of matchup, then I want to keep everything on the field. So yeah, and do a barrel. So this one's actually pretty cool. So when a spell trap or monster effect is activated, treat all Mecha Phantom Beast tokens, and then negate the activation if you do destroy it. So you can negate like Boar Sword. I think you can negate Borload. You can negate like Judgment or, you know, Warning, or pretty much almost anything. So it's pretty cool. And that Mecha Phantom Beast actually has their own Judgment. So yeah. So that's spaceship for the main deck. Now for extra deck. So 1 Draco stack. You can run 2. I just never made more than 1 in my testing of the matchups before I did the duels. So 2 Lightning Story. Just really quite good. So yeah. And $1. I mean, obviously good. So yeah. 2 Keyboard Genius. Comes in handy where you need it in certain matchups. Against like Time Lords, it's really good. Trying to think of what else it would be good against. I think just Time Lords, as far as I know, but yeah, it's still helpful. And then Platinum Gadget, really quite good. To bring out more monsters, more Mecha Phantom Beast. So yeah. So that's basically for the main and extra deck. Sideboard I didn't really use, but this was kind of my idea behind the whole thing. Or you play the Mecha Phantom Beast game 1, and if you need these in, you side out the Mecha Phantom Beast stuff, and then you just put these in. So just really quite good. So yeah, because then you more make your build into a stun deck. If you take out the Mecha Phantom Beast and everything else, then it's pretty much a stun build. So, and you can just swap back and forth between that, and, you know, hopefully you're able to win some of your matchups. So that was basically the idea. So, but yeah, so thanks for watching. The next duels I'll be doing will be Aliens, and then Subterrors will be after that. So thanks for watching, and I will catch y'all in tomorrow's duel video. Alright, laters.